All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, the Chevy Nerd. Now, we're going to be taking a look at this 2023 Buick Encore GX, one of our most popular SUVs, especially coming into the affordable SUV segment with a 1.3-liter turbo front-wheel drive option on this particular one. It packs a punch, but at the same time, it keeps the wallet very full with money. Why? Because we're focusing on fuel economy when it comes to these products. So a lot of really cool stuff when it comes to the Buick GX. The styling is on point. Why is it on point? Because this thing is the ST model. The ST model gets you upgraded into the nice set of wheels as you see there and a special front grille. Let's zoom into that. Going into that front grille, we have a little bit more of that nice black shine, combination of chrome and red accents through the grille itself. It makes you stand out from the crowd at the bottom as well. Small little touches within that red area there. It makes the car pop. So it makes it look, I think, in this case, sporty. And that's exactly what Buick is going for with this particular model. What I love about this new Buick Encore GX, the lines and the body of this vehicle, it just looks sharp. The exterior is right on point, makes it a nice, classy, small, compact SUV. So I like the attention to detail when you're looking at the wheel wells there and then going into those lines right there. It just makes the car pop. It has a lot of great texture, and I don't know what else to say about it. I'm just excited about it. Once you look into the rear, you also see those nice LED headlights that really pop on that red on the back. So visibility on those LED lights, if they said you didn't hit the brakes, they're lying. You're going to see those suckers. Towards the rear, we have the classic Buick emblem. So shines right on there. And they put the three tricolors right on there, that red, white, and blue. Really looks classy on this one. And then to pair it off within the ST models, you see towards the back, it almost looks like it has those exhausts in there, that red touch on there once again, going into that ST model styling. It's what really sets it apart from the rest of the Buick line when it comes to the styling on this. They did a phenomenal job on this one, and I think you're going to be pretty surprised on the interior as well. Buick keeping that classy touch to it. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the interior now. All right, when we're looking at the interior, we get greeted to, on this particular one, the dark package. So that black package for the interior is going to greet us right more to a leather contour here, as well as that white stitching through there. You have all of your commands for your window operations right towards the door here, automatic on the driver's side, and then just the one press for manual on that side. Then we also have obviously mirror adjustments. On this particular model, we do come equipped with the automatic tailgate. It's a press here, so you'll be able to open it up to max. You can go ahead and program your tailgate there or just having completely off. So up to you there. As we get greeted to the interior, we also have on this one a combination of leather and cloth, leather on the sides and cloth right in the center. As well as a total of a 10-way power seat adjustment here, which makes these extremely adjustable for pretty much anything that any position that you're looking for, alongside with some lumbar support too. So really awesome setup here. As you can see, you have those leather tones here and then the cloth portion right over here. Now, when it comes to the steering wheel, we have that nice pop into that color right over here, as well as the stitching on there. A lot of your safety features and things like cruise control can be seen on the left-hand side. A lot of the multimedia options over here to the right-hand side with the speak button. This can control a lot of the onboard voice commands, as well as things from Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So keep that in mind, to be able to answer your phone, hang up your phone, and a lot of the digital infotainment cluster right in the middle here is going to be controlled through that there too. Let's take a look inside here. As we kind of go in, we're going to be seeing right over here our cluster. So we have our gauges, all that stuff there. And then once again, looking into this area here, going back to the screen, let's take a look at some of the options that are on there. We can scroll through there, have our information panel which we can scroll through and see everything such as tire pressures. We can see oil life, all that kind of stuff, all the information that a driver can use, obviously, to improve his experience. And one of my new favorite ones that they have added is the brake pad life, which is kind of cool. Now, main screen is going to be your home screen. That home screen is going to display the speed and also the mileage that it has for its tank. So this one in particular has 169 miles before the tank is empty. Now keep in mind, obviously this vehicle doesn't move much, it idles, and it also only has a total of 8 miles. So some of that could be a little off there. Going into this area here, we're going to be seeing a lot of creature comforts. So on this one here, you're going to have the dual zone climate control. So right over here, as soon as you turn it on, you can see obviously your automatic zone controller there. You're going to be able to adjust climate and temperature based on left and right hand side. Okay, so you'll have that. If you want to do a manual vent speed, you have your vent speed here. It tells you your level of vents there as well. And then if you want to do it kind of like your thermostat at home, you can always set it for automatic, and it'll use all its resources to go ahead and get you to those climates that you have there. If you all kind of share the same type of climate, you can hit sync and it'll pair them up both, so both will move at the same time. As soon as one of the persons that is in the vehicle wants to switch over, then you can go ahead and switch over at any time by breaking away and switching your own temperature there. A couple creature comforts there too. The heated seats are going to be right there. 3 levels of heat, which is awesome. And then towards the bottom, you're going to be seeing USB-C and then regular USB there, as well as auxiliary. And probably for a couple more years, that 12 volt. That is being phased out, so pay attention to that as you're buying new cars. Those are disappearing. Let's take a look at here. We have our Buick infotainment system. This is going to be what we've had for the last couple years. There is a change going into an Android type of system. The change has already been implemented when it comes to the Chevy trucks, but this one still remains as the previous version. Very user-friendly, very simple when it comes to icon-based settings. Here we're in our music area. As you can see, it's a simple touch on any of these icons here that are going to go through all of the things that you need, whether it be AM, FM, Sirius XM. If we click on more, we obviously have Bluetooth media and at some point Apple CarPlay if you have your vehicle or your phone connected on there too. So the car just shut off on me just because we have the I've had it on for a little bit before I started recording, so let's turn it back on. And then let's take a look here. You also have all of your options for phone pairing. Phone pairing is super simple. Just click on your icon here, hit the plus icon here, top left hand side, hit add phone, and then go to your phone settings and go to your Bluetooth connections. From there on, select My Buick from that list, and you'll be able to add it on right away. Okay. Now, when it comes to the rest of the vehicle, let's take a look at a couple things. Some of the vents are right up top from your screen, and vents on your right-hand side, as well as right over here to the left. So pretty good air circulation on there too. Lighting for your dash. So lighting for the dash is right in here, as well as lighting for the exterior. And in this particular one, it has fog lights, so you'll be able to use fog lights right there. All right. But this kind of covers kind of some of the basic equipment that we see on this one here. And obviously, right to our shifter, we're having our shifter here for park, reverse, neutral, drive, low gear. Your low gear is accessible here at any time during your drive. So you can be in drive 60, 70 miles an hour at any moment. You can switch down to your low gear and it'll start at whatever gear it's selected there. And then you can upshift and downshift right here onto your shifter here, which is great. Gives you better control of your vehicle in any downhill situations where you want the transmission to do most of the work for you. So let me go ahead and step towards the back and get out here. Going into the second row, we have very classic interior here. Once again, going back into the leather and also cloth combination. We also see one of my favorite things here, right at the bottom. You're going to see that 12 volt. That 12 volt is great because you can use that for or not 12 volt, I apologize, that USB and USB-C. You guys can use that for whatever you need to connect any devices, any chargers for anybody that's sitting back here, so they can also enjoy some of those devices. Okay. Now, great space. A lot of vehicles that are this size, typically, what you'll see is in that area right in the middle here, you're going to be seeing things that have a little bit more of a bump. That bump is typically where the transmission is going through. In this one, you're going to see a flat surface, allowing for more space in the back and more leg room for anybody sitting in that middle seat, which I love that. So pay attention to that when you're looking for your next car. If you want to have the most space in the second row on a small vehicle, that's the way to go. Towards the rear, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the space on this. Pretty large space in my opinion for a small vehicle. So we're going to have quite a bit. On this one here, it has a little privacy cover there, so it attaches to these little strings there that can attach there and then attach right over here to the left hand side there. You can always disconnect that just in case you want additional height for your storage, but let's take a look at more space that we have here. We have a couple pockets here on the left hand side that can allow you to go ahead and store, or sorry, to the right hand side, if I can tell what I'm doing here. And then this one in particular comes with some floor mats. And underneath we have your spare and everything that you need to go ahead and pop that on. Now, right towards there you have also your towing hook, and on the left hand side a little bit of space for you to store a couple things there as well if you wanted to use it as a storage component. All right. This one in particular has that automatic lift gate, so it's super simple. It's just a nice press of a button and it shuts that gate for you. A couple different ways to open it is going to be through your key fob. That's one way. You just click onto the opener here, and then you also have that other way right towards the front on that front door here. So super awesome. Multiple ways to access that. So a simple press of this button can go ahead and open that rear hatch as well and close it as well. Now, adding to the ST package, one minor thing I totally skipped on this one. The ST package, obviously focusing on that sports aspect of it, this is also going to have those pedals. That pedal kind of gives you that sporty look to your pedal. I think it's a nice touch. Sometimes people completely disregard that, but that is something that makes this particular vehicle special because it makes it stand out and it really focuses on how it has that sports look to it. But that, in a nutshell, is the Buick Encore GX. Really popular vehicle, great fuel economy. On this guy here, we're seeing on a compact SUV, on average, we're seeing about 30 miles to the gallon, 29 in the city, and about 32 in the highway. Great performance. Come check this out. This one here in particular is packaged at $31,000 for its price point. It's a great affordable SUV. And then on the next Chevy Nerd, we're going to be covering the sister car to this, which is the Chevrolet Trailblazer. Stay tuned.